think I'm off. You talking about Jaylen Brown, right? You talking about Jaylen Brown, right? We
I
all on the
believe
same
so.
page? I just want to make sure because when we put that brown bag money, the Celtics out here handing it out left and right, and we got to ask, man, did they overpay for Jaylen Brown? And Dave, this your favorite team?
That's cap.
Good.
That's the cap.
Hey, Tomo, that would get him out of podcast mode.
You see, he
That's
got
cap.
louder, right? So the question, Dave, man, did they overpay for Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, they did. Yes. Yes. He is. Now, this is not to say that he's not a dog or that he's not a good player. That is not, this is no slight to him at all. But 304 million to your second best player? And this is the richest contract in NBA history? That means he's had a bigger contract than LeBron James, who's still in the league, Steph Curry, who's still in the league, Kevin Durant, Luka, who doesn't even have another contract yet, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. These are players that are considered superstars in the league.
Giannis.
Or if not now, has been. Giannis, Jokic, Embiid. Is he one of those players? If he ain't one of those players, and he didn't there's no reason why he should be getting a $304 million contract. Now, I get it. You wanted to keep your guy. You want to keep your core guys. But you just traded away one of your core guys. Two of your core guys are actually gone now. Grant Williams is gone, and so is Marcus Smart. You went and got KP, so you went and got some length to help you down low, so you can have some defense as well. And of course, he's able to create his own shot, so that's fine and dandy. But you signed, like I said, you signed him to a $340 million contract. Has he been in has he been a first team All Pro player? No. Now, and we all know what he can't do. He can't go left. He go left, that's the automatic turnover. That he has some of the worst IQ when it comes to late game stuff as well. So, yes, they overpaid him. Now, I get you want to keep, like I said, you want to keep your core guys, so you do whatever it takes, but you can go over the luxury for someone who's not worth all of that money. He a dog. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't have paid him $304 million. That's just me.
Carl?
I think for sure they overpaid. Y'all already know what I said in the chat. I can't repeat that on the airways, but yeah, man, they overpaid for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, don't get me wrong, great player. Oh, good player. Hey, look, y'all almost killed me. Good player. He averaged 26.6. No, excuse me. I think 26.9. Yeah, 26.6 in the regular season, 7 boards. In the playoffs, that dropped to 23 points, 5.6 boards. He averaged 3 turnovers, 3.3 turnovers in the playoffs. And at times, you watch the game, where's Jaylen Brown? Where'd he go? Is he out there? Oh, he's right there. Oh, he's not doing nothing. Get the ball. Do something. Like, you just watching him and you just waiting for him to do something. He's not going to do it. He was very inconsistent throughout the playoffs. I just don't know what happened to him. But you get the drop off from the regular season to the playoffs, which is not good. You pair that with he's only been on All-Star team twice. He had one All-NBA team, which was this year, which was second team, not even first, like David said. That's all you need to do to get 300 M's? He just ruined it for a lot of teams. Because now teams going to look at Jaylen Brown. Hey, look, I averaged about 23, 24. I made a couple All-Star teams. Might have made an All-Pro. Where my 300?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Like Dave said, he's getting paid more than superstars like Steph, like Giannis, Jokic. He listed the names. And then you can say, well, it's his turn to get paid. Well, he didn't also have to get 300 M's. Could have got a solid 200 M's for like 5 years. That averages out to like 40. Now the Celtics honestly going to be in, I don't know if I can say that on the airways, cap and then, below the earth. So just I have to be safe. And like Dave said, now Tatum. I think it's a report that Tatum's looking at what, 350 or 320 something in that ballpark.
338 million, 5 years, 338 million.
You're about to spend $100 million on 2 players. that didn't even get a ring. Yeah, they made the finals, but they lost. And then they didn't do nothing but lose in the conference finals to a team that some people say shouldn't even have been there. So, yeah, I think they overpaid. I really do.
All right, so Joe, I know you up in that area. I'm gonna let you go last because they gonna kill you if you say something crazy up there. All right, and look, down there helping you
Yeah,
out.
I'm about to say, hey,
Man.
Worm, hey, good luck, Worm. Hey, look, the word you thought I was looking for, Worm just said it.
So, did they overpay? By letter of the law, yes, they did. Based upon what we've seen on the court, but he's eligible for the Supermax, so they had to give him that. Like that was the maximum amount of money they can give him, and that's what they wanted to give him, right? The only other thing they could have did was trade the guy. They weren't gonna trade him. One thing I will say is, Carl, and you alluded to this point. I've been here before where you had two players who did not win a ring, but both earned a Supermax, and I've seen what happened to my franchise since then. I think John Wall, Bradley Beal. Of course, but with the Celtics, they made the finals. You do have a core around them that can make it back to the finals because the NFC, the Eastern Conference, it's bumpy, but they added Porzingis so they could possibly get back. They lost a pivotal piece in Smart and a role player in Grant, but they gained that back with scoring and a little bit of deep rim protection with Porzingis. So they kind of replaced something that they were missing. You can't replace your heartbeat, but you still got a soul at the end of the day, right? So did they overpay? To me, yes, but to the NBA, no. Because if you think about it, the salary cap is going to keep going up, and then maybe 2-3 years by now, we're going to look at it and be like, man, he's underpaid if he gets better, because that's all he has to do now. You got the money. There's no more excuses. You can go to the gym and get better. Joe?
J-Mo in my notes, man.
Hey, look, he was also very overpaid.
Thank you. I was going to say the same exact thing. But go
in
ahead,
the words of Vaughn, Dave, Marcus Smart, Grant Will, I think you need to chill. Because on the real, they not even in the same playing field.
Don DeMarco.
Come on, man. We talk about all-stars, man. Get them out of here, in the words of Vaughn. I really say he lost two core people, man. Get them out of here, man. Listen.
Was Marcus Smart not just defensive player of the year?
2 years ago, who was he last year? You came on here and said he turned the ball over too much. And then what you said. Right?
I did, but I'm just saying that's still a key piece.
And Grant Williams robbed up Jimmy Butler, right? And got him the hell. Okay, get them out of here. All right, so look. All I gotta say is this: you get 2 max contracts, and who you gonna get those 2 max contracts to? To your 2 best players. Is Jaylen Brown one of the 2 best players? Yes. So yes, he deserves the money. He earned his right. He became All-NBA, 2 qualified. Unlike some people I know, John Morant. You gotta pre-qualify. And he pre-qualified. He did his job. And one thing about Jaylen Brown, he hasn't reached his prime yet. The dude is getting better every single year. Every single year he's improved his game. Every year. Even last year. We just read the numbers, 26 points a game. All right? And then, like Teddy said in the comments, Tatum Turner is coming. You think he's going to get more than that? Yes. That's just how the game works. When Giannis, y'all throw out all these names, Luka, Giannis, when their time comes, guess what? They're going to get way more than Jaylen Brown. That's just how it works. When you're next up, Klay Thompson, if he was healthy and qualified All-NBA, well, he had got the Supermax? Yes. The reason why he didn't get the Supermax when his contract was up because he didn't win All-NBA. He was pissed off. He lost some money off that. So, come on, J-Mo, man. Come on, man. You should be on the show. You said everything I'm saying in the comments. So,
brother.
Yeah. I mean, no. They didn't overpay him because the only other option you had was let him walk or trade him. But who's available that you can let him walk? You're tripping.
I think that would be stupid if they let him walk. That would be dumb.
One thing about the Celtics, they are one of the few teams when the season starts, they are automatic NBA Finals championship contenders. They are one of the few teams. So why would you break that up? So pay the man. And yes, I think they did the right thing.
No, I ain't saying he ain't deserve to get paid. I ain't saying all that.
Me neither.
For 300 M's, I just feel like it's crazy. I don't care that he qualified for it because of 1 year.
Yeah, you can qualify for it. Doesn't mean that you necessarily have to. You have to get that contract. You could have easily negotiated and got something else. I'm not saying that he should have took less. I'm not saying that.
It's not like he out of order.
Get your money. Get your money. But all I'm saying is, if I'm the Celtics, I wouldn't have given that.
It's not like he Otto Porter Jr. I mean,
I'm
you talking about something like that, and I get your point.
Yeah, see, that was also crazy, but
that was crazy. That was crazy.
I never like the names y'all bringing up. I'm not saying that's not crazy. Mike Conley was for sure crazy, and Mike Conley's my guy. Crazy.
See, this is it right here. See, this is exactly what we're saying. 40 million. That's 200 million. That's what Carl just said.
No.
40 million. That's
40 million. What? You would have given him a Dylan Brooks contract, Jaylen Brown? Oh my!
I said like 200 in the 200s. Like,
oh, you mean 40 million a year?
40 million a year.
Of course.
Oh. No, bro, it's 2023.
That's not crazy.
Inflation. Cap is going up. Nah.
Stop the cap. Not crazy. That's not crazy. 40 million a year. I don't even think is Dylan Brooks getting 40 a year because it's like 4 for 80.
Can we not talk about Dylan Brooks right now?
Hey, Jack, come on, Jack. I played it before you even said it.
Stop the cap. But yeah, like 200 something M's, I'm cool with that. It's just 300 is crazy for the second option. I understand. I get he qualified for it off this 1 year. I get it. I do. And I'm for players getting paid. But I just feel like Jaylen Brown getting 300 is just a bit over. Just a bit too much. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. My last name before we go to the next topic, Tomo. What other second option is young like Jaylen Brown that's in the championship team right now? Championship type team. Nobody. Everybody's second option is either injury prone or they getting old. Everybody.
I'm saying I don't think you should play a second option this much. Period. I don't care who he is.
Yeah, Bam is one guy, but I mean, now we talking about Bam getting 304 million. I might say something.
I would say that's crazy too.
I'm about to say I'm saying.
I know Jimmy Butler got the high. You know, Jimmy Butler before the contract, I think he was the highest paid player in the NBA. I know that, right? Jimmy Butler was.
Because it was y'all see the Teague stories. Y'all see the Teague stories. Jimmy Butler's that guy. You seen this? Hey, look, they was third. Jimmy go down. They almost missed the playoffs till Jimmy come back. Mm-hmm. Even with those guys, Cat, Andrew Wiggins. I know. Hey, look, I'm just saying. They
when you brought up Jeff Teague stories, I was like, I thought about the practice story. So,
I was about to bring that up next. Man, ran through them 18-6 with the G Leaguers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all know they took a G. That's funny. I bet you whenever did that, Anthony Edwards was there. I bet you that.
Because Anthony Edwards is a dog.
That's what I'm saying. They get those dogs over there. That's right.
He would have told Ant, you on my team, and then I'm going to get 3 more G Leaguers. He taking Ant, and everybody else is. Ant is that Jimmy Butler.
That practice video.
Yeah, I know. That's what we talk about. We talk about that too.
He would have put Ant on his team, you saying?
Yeah. Yes.
He know better. He know better.
No, but that's because he a dog. The same guy.
Yeah.
It's just Ant is way more skilled than Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that's why he would have picked him up, because he was like, look, I'm going to just pass it to him, like Jeff Teague said. But
thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.